When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started.
Enumeration option is set to off.
NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooks. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Caught over the middle. It's English. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's English.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Now on second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Catch in the middle, it's English. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Works the middle of the field. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. Wolfpack will get the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking downfield on first down. Good timing on the quick out.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wolfpack with lots of ground to cover on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Anderson. The chains will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. NC State going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Picked off to stop the threat. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hogs on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed and with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Motion from the back. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. That time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backward, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. He's got it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Grimes. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Makes the catch. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for them.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. The throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He caught it. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
NC State will line up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Now listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense declare. I see what they're in, but I'm definitely throwing the football.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the first down. You're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
And now on 3rd down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. They'll move the tight end. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air, it's Bailey. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Steps away. This one's complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's third and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you...
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's English. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
So now it's second and long. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on second down. He's got him. It's a seam wide open. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. It's caught. There he goes. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass. It's Bailey. Trying to get behind the defense. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. He makes the catch. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient.
Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The quick out. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He's got it. First down and more. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Grimes. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. NC State quick to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Unleashes one deep. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass, I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and as the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football, I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Under fire. He's got his man. Turning it on. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout by the offense.
After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's 2nd down.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Oh, into space. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Well, they've tried to get this quarterback going, running the ball in a variety of ways, and they haven't really been able to kind of break him out just yet until that run right there. Nice individual effort on the scramble. It took a little longer than they would have liked, but maybe that's the play that's really going to sort of spark this offense and really maybe get this guy going more on the ground.
He's got him in the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. He's in for the touchdown.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by just 1 over Ole Miss. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bailey. Got it in the middle, it's Smothers. And they pick up just a few on that completion. NC State going up tempo.
Well, here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late in the game.
Oh, he wants it all. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Timeout called by the offense.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wideout. Quick release by the QB. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's going up top here late in the game. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. From the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Wide open spaces. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Now adjusting. He'll try to do it in... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Rides to back and leaves it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout by the offense.
So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some